So do you need to cut calories in order to lose body fat? I'm going to cover that topic next. So you see and hear it everywhere. You gotta cut calories in order to lose body fat. But is that really true? Before I get into the topic of this video, like this video, subscribe to the channel, download your 2 free periodized programs in the description. And if you're interested in online coaching, hit the link in the description too as well at t3body.com. But let me get into this video here, okay? So this is gonna be more philosophical. We're gonna talk big picture, long term. We'll talk details in the video in the future. But basically, when it comes to fat loss, we're talking about your energy expenditure, calories in versus calories out, okay? So part of your energy expenditure, besides the stuff like circulation and all your bodily functions, we're gonna focus on cardio, training, and food intake, okay? So these are the things that people are typically gonna manipulate when it's time for them to get on the diet and they wanna lose body fat, whether it be 10, 15, or 20 pounds, whatever that goal may be, okay? Typically what people go to first is they go onto a diet, all right? So they cut their calories. And this tends to be where things go wrong, because you see shows like The Biggest Loser or other, training shows on television where you see these people go on these extreme diets where you're eating 800 to 1,000 or 1,200 calories a day, and some of these people weigh in excess of 300 pounds. While that may sound good at first, because you see these people losing 10, 15, 20 pounds in a week sometimes, and even in a month you see them lose upwards of 40 or 50 pounds, that does not set you up for long-term success. And here's the reason why. Think about it like this. All these things here that we're using to increase our energy expenditure, our cardio, our training, our food intake, they're like tools in a toolbox, okay? And they're also, you don't want to put all the gas or the pedal to the metal too soon, because it leaves you nowhere to go. So if you start off and you cut your food down to 1,200 or 1,000 calories and you're seeing all this weight loss gain, that's awesome. That's great, okay? But let's say you hit a plateau, right? So let's see after 2 or 3 months, you may lose 30 or 40 pounds. Let's say you're even a leaner individual. Let's say you want to go from, you're a man who's 250 pounds, you want to go to 210 pounds. You may very well get off that first 20 pounds by doing a diet like that. But once you hit that plateau at 230 pounds, where are you going to go? If your food intake is already at 1,200 or 1,000 calories, and your cardio is already 5, 6, 7 days a week, and you're already training as much as you can, I mean, let's hope to God by this time you're able to recover from workouts, you're sleeping effectively, your mood is good. Because if not, many people probably couldn't get there in the first place. But let's say everything was decent, or you just fought through it, you put your head down and you did the work. Where are you going to go to lose that last 20 pounds? You tell me, because I don't know. Because we can't cut food down more, because basically we're going to put our body into a state of great deprivation where we're basically going to have it metabolically adapt to where now, if your body's resting metabolic rate, which is in this energy expenditure, was anywhere from, let's say it was 800 calories. Now your body is going to start to burn less calories per day in order to preserve itself, okay? Your body sees fat on your body as an energy preserve in case of a famine. I'm sorry, but our bodies do not want to be ripped, lean, and shredded, contrary to popular belief. Our bodies probably, for the most part, especially men, at the very least, to feel healthy and optimal, you probably want to be anywhere from 10 to 12%. Any leaner than that, you're typically going to start to feel all kind of adverse side effects. And of course, you have outliers to that, but for the most part, that's typically true for most individuals. But where do you go from there? So you're at this end, you can't go lower in calories, or you're going to really mess up your metabolism. And also, you're already very, very hungry. You have nowhere to go. So this is how I want you to think about it from now on. When you first start off doing a diet, just put yourself in a caloric deficit, very, very small. Maybe only 200 or 300 calories a day, okay? And let your cardio and your training, most of that, do the work. And when I say that, I'm not saying you do cardio, balls to the wall first too as well. I'm saying you let your training do the work for you. Let it create that extra calorie burn that you need in order to lose whatever that goal may be, a pound or 2 pounds a week. Because what we're looking for is actually body fat loss and not weight loss. There's a difference. Weight loss is going to be like water and all those kind of things there, which will go along with a typical dieting process. But we want to get the good stuff. We want to get the fat. And typically your body is only going to be able to burn a couple pounds of fat a week at most, especially for already pretty lean individuals. So anything after that, you're just getting into muscle and water, and that's going to cause a huge side effect when it comes to performance and how you feel down the line. So let's think long-term success. So to recap some of the things I said about long-term success, we want to start off in a small caloric deficit, 200 or 300 calories, let our training do the work, and use the calorie adjustments, so the food intake and the cardio as tools in our toolbox to help us get along the way, so that when we do get to that 210 pounds, we feel good. We're not doing 7 days a week cardio. Maybe we're doing 3 or 4 days a week of cardio. Our food is still plentiful. So when we want to maintain that weight, that look that we got, now we could slowly start to add in a little bit of food week to week or month to month in order to put ourselves back into a plentiful food environment. So this is basically called a reverse diet, okay? This is what I call an MED, a minimum effective dose. And if you want real lasting results, that's how you should approach your training, that's how you should approach your cardio, and that's how you should approach your dieting especially. Don't listen to all the hype and all the media talking, getting on these really, strong, by strong I mean low calorie deficit diets, because long term that's not going to set you up for success. That's not going to help you to maintain the results that you want once you get there. Okay? MED, minimum effective dose. Let's have that mindset when we're going into a caloric deficit to lose body fat. All right. Hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, download your 2 free Pure Diets programs below. And if you're interested in online coaching, hit the link below at t3body.com.